bunt shown by the designated hitter. She pulls that one back and pops one up into short left field. Left fielder coming on and makes the catch in just behind the third base side, barely in play there. Nice play for the Fighting Knights left fielder Morgan Simpson.
How about it? The catcher,
or the Queen's University left fielder. My mistake there. Jarella Patton. Patton had a costly error in the previous game, which Queens dropped to the previously 0-3 Georgia Southwestern Hurricanes as Bailey Fernandez steps into the box and watches strike one on the outer half. 2 down for the Fighting Knights as that pitch is fouled back to the backstop. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 down here as that pitch is dribbled back up to the pitcher. Nice play by McPherson. Throw on to first and retire the side. And that will do it for the top of the first. 1 runner stranded. No hits through half an inning of play. We'll be back in just a second to give you the bottom half of the first inning. And we are back. On the mound for the Fighting Knights is going to be right-handed pitcher Erin Sporn, number 25. She is 0-1 on the year thus far. Coming up for the 1-2 Queens University Royals is going to be left fielder Jarella Patton. Coming up after her is going to be center fielder Cassidy Staley, followed by the designated hitter Haley Nelson. Round out the lineup for them in the 4 hole is going to be Jordan Hunt, third baseman Jordan Thompson, first baseman Haley Hamill, shortstop Kayla Smith, right fielder Kaylee De Jesus, and second baseman Ashlyn Mickler. Got a solid turnout here in St. Augustine, as we had pretty solid turnouts throughout this entire Flagler Invitational tournament. We've got one last game tonight starting right around 8 p.m. If you stay tuned, it's going to be Flagler College against Lynn University. As that ball skips to the backstop, ball 1. Bunt was shown by double zeros Jarella Patton. The senior left-handed slapper. He's playing left field, had a bit of a rough game defensively in the previous game, made a costly error, which unfortunately cost her team a couple of runs in a tightly contested game that ended up not being tightly contested at all, as the Hurricanes of Georgia Southwestern won on a walk-off grand slam by Caitlin Wood. 1 ball and 1 strike here to the Queens University left fielder. She shows bunt again. Ball's going to be low and in the dirt for ball 2. Count's going to fall to 2-1. Two-one pitch here from Sporn is going to be in the dirt yet again. Count's going to fall to 3 balls and 1 strike. Three-one pitch on the way here from Sporn is going to be fouled down into the dirt to load up the count. 3 balls and 2 strikes in the bottom of the first. We got no outs here.
Right here, Finn. You got this, kiddo.
Sporn gets set for the payoff pitch. That's going to be a walk, ball low and outside in the dirt as Patton reaches to lead off the inning for the Royals. It's a quality at bat there from Patton, driving up that early pitch count for the Lynn University pitcher, Emily Sporn. First pitch ball to the 2-hole hitter for Queens University, the center fielder, Cassidy Staley, a sophomore left-handed batter. She opts not to use that slapper sort of mentality batting approach. She sits in there and hits bombs as there's a nice, very close play at second. Jarella Patton steals second there on a very close play. It was an off-speed pitch there from Sporn, allowing Patton to beat that throw up the line. One ball, 1 strike here to the 2-hole hitter for Queens. It's gonna be a strike on the outside half of the plate. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Runner in scoring position here for Queens. The 1-2 pitch is fouled back and over the third base dugout and into the woods. One-two pitch here to Staley.
Yeah.
Is swung on and missed. Strike 3 for the first out of the inning. First strikeout of the game for Sporn as she gets Staley to go down on 5 pitches. Stepping into the box going to be the DH number 16, Haley Nelson. First pitch here to Nelson is going to be in the dirt, off-speed pitch, and it looked like there was going to be a possible back pick there from the catcher for the Fighting Knights, Bailey Fernandez. However, Erin Sporn sticks her glove up and snags that one. One-0 pitch here as that's grounded directly to the shortstop. Nice pick and a absolute cannon over to first base for the second out of the inning. Absolutely great arm strength shown by Destiny Torres to field her position and throw a strike over to first base. We got 2 down here in the bottom of the first inning as Jordan Hunt, the catcher for the Royals, steps up to the plate. That's called strike 1 for the first pitch of the at-bat to Hunt. A 1 pitch, and that's driven deep and foul down the left field line. Hunt got a hold of that one, but just yanked it foul. Now falls into an 0-2 hole here with 2 down in the bottom of the first. Queens looking to get an early lead here as they have a runner in scoring position on second with some speed on the base paths. That ball is going to be picked off in the dirt. 1 ball, 2 strikes here. One-two pitch here to Hunt is fouled off of her leg and back to the pitcher. To reset everything here. 1 ball, 2 strikes with 2 outs in the bottom of the first. Runner in scoring position here for the Royals Erin Sporn looking to get out of this early jam that she's found herself in. 1-2 pitch on the way, and that is fouled up and out of play over the first base dugout.
Babe, you way ahead, girl. You got this.
1-2 pitch on the way here, and that ball is fouled directly into the helmet of Jordan Hunt. She takes her helmet off and paces a little just to possibly get her head back into the game. Nice comment there from a fan saying that still pretty funny thing. Oh, these fans have been a riot the entire day. As you know, the press box is full, so the broadcast is being done from the stands as that ball is fouled back and out of back to the backstop. 1-2 count remains. 2 down in the bottom of the first. Runner on second for the Royals catcher. One-two pitch on the way, and that ball is hit high and to the second baseman. Charge! Oh wow! That the right fielder for the Fighting Knights called off the second baseman, tried to make a diving play, and that is a costly miscommunication for the Fighting Knights as the runner from second, Jarala Patton, scores all the way from second for the Royals. That's going to go down as an E9 in the books. Costly miscommunication as the Royals take a 1-0 lead. As that ball is popped up to the first base side, and that is going to end the inning. Costly error there for the Fighting Knights as the Royals take a 1-0 lead to end the bottom of the first. Back in just a second with the top of the second coming at you. Fernandez, Davis, and Schweider set to bat in the top of the second inning here in St. Augustine. We got a 1-0 ball game as the Lynn University Fighting Knights look to tie this ball game back up. Through one inning of work, Kristen McPherson is yet to allow a hit. 3 up, 3 down in the top of the first for the Fighting Knights as first pitch of the inning is a called strike on the outside corner. Oh, 1 pitch on the way, fouled back to the backstop. Quick 0-2 hole here for Fernandez, the right-handed hitting catcher for the Fighting Knights. 0-2 pitch on the way here, and that ball is fouled. Nice job by Fernandez. She chased a high pitch there, but managed to put at least a bit of wood on it and fouled that one back to the backstop. Run it back here, 0-2 pitch on the way, and that ball is hammered past the diving shortstop for the Royals, as the Fighting Knights get the leadoff runner on. As
Second baseman, number 22, Carly Swider.
Kayla Smith with a nice effort there for the Royals. However, she could not, even though she laid out, could not get a glove on that ball, allowing Fernandez to get the first hit of the ball game for the Fighting Knights. Bunt attempt there, fumbled by the pitcher McPherson, but a nice play to stay with it. Sacrifice works to perfection, however, as the runner Fernandez advances to second base. We got one down here in the top of the second. Second baseman .01 pitch called a strike here, as number 7 Monique Potvin steps into the batter's box. 0-1 pitch on the way, is off just a bit outside there. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 down in the top of the second inning. As that ball is hammered down the left field line, and that ball is out of here. Adios pelota, as you hear the fans here in St. Augustine go crazy for that 2-run shot down the left field line. That is the first home run of the year for the first baseman, Monique Potvin, as the Lynn University Fighting Knights take a 2-1 lead here in the top of the second inning.
Now batting, the left fielder, number 15, Morgan Simpson.
Left fielder Morgan Simpson steps into the box here with now the bases are cleared. 1 down in the top of the second inning, as there is a ball low and inside called.
Let's go, 1-5, let's go!
1-0 pitch on the way here, and that is going to be ball 2, as that one skips back to the catcher. As that ball is popped up and into the stands. Let's see if a fan makes a play here, and no. That ball is going to bounce off of the bleachers and back into the woods, as the count is now 2 balls and 1 strike to the Fighting Knights left fielder. McPherson with the 2-1 pitch. Bunt shown and dropped down. McPherson fielding her position with a nice play. Barely gets that ball over in time to get Simpson, to gun Simpson down at first. Going to go down in the books as a 1-3 putout. Stepping into the box is going to be number 1, the right fielder, Ariana Galeto. Left-handed batter, right-hand throwing right fielder. This is her first at-bat of the season, with 2 down in the top of the second inning. She takes ball 1 high. Damage has already been done in the top of the second inning, as the Fighting Knights of Lynn University take a or 2-1 lead on that 2-run blast by Monique Potvin. Pitch on the way here as that gets in there for a strike to get the count to 2 balls and 1 strike. 2-1 pitch on the way from McPherson as that ball is slapped over to the third baseman, and that is going to retire the side. Damage was done already on a Monique Potvin 2-run blast. Game's going to be 2-1 in favor of the Lynn University Fighting Knights. We'll be back in just a second with the bottom half of the second inning live in St. Augustine, Florida. And we are back with the bottom of the second. Leading off for Queens, we're going to have Haley Hamel, Kayla Smith, and Kaylee DeJesus up for the Royals. It's going to be a breaking ball high and outside, called for ball 1.
Look at it, you can see it on the pitches. I can see them. Oh, yeah. It is raining. It's
1-0 count here as that ball is going to be ball 2. As that is low and inside, skipping into the plate. Nice stop there by the catcher for Lynn University, Bailey Fernandez. As we're starting to get a little bit of rain here in St. Augustine, hope it doesn't affect my laptop at all. 2-0 count here, and that's going to be ball 3. 3 quick balls for the starting pitcher for the Fighting Knights, Erin Sporn. 3-0 pitch on the way here. Bunt shown, and that is going to be ball 4 as that one just misses on the low and inside part of the zone. Leadoff runner here for the Royals. They look to battle back from a 2-1 deficit. Kayla Smith, the shortstop for the Royals, steps into the box. Bunt attempt pulled back, and that's going to be strike 1 here. No balls, 1 strike, and the pitch to the shortstop for Queens. That ball is fouled up and on top of the first base side dugout. As the rain starts to pick up a bit here in St. Augustine, wonder if that is going to affect tonight's game, where Lynn University has their second half of this doubleheader against the home Flagler Saints. Oh, 0-2 pitch on the way here as that ball is hit high and deep, but that is going to hang up as the center fielder comes on and makes the catch for the first out of the inning. It's It's going to go down in the books as an F8 as the right fielder, Kaylee DeJesus, the freshman right-handed batter, steps into the box with one down in the bottom of the second inning. That ball is swung on and missed for the first strike. It's going to be an 0-1 count for the right fielder for the Royals. Sporn with the pitch. That is going to just miss low. 1 ball, 1 strike is the count. One pitch on the way as that ball is hammered to the shortstop, makes a nice stop, but the throw is not going to be in time as she tried to beat. She knew that she wouldn't have a play over with DeJesus flying down the line, tried to get that to second, and to no avail. That's going to go in as an error. Yeah, I'm going to put that one down in as an E6. Second baseman Ashlyn Mickler steps up to the box. Runners on first and second for her with 1 down in the bottom of the second inning. As she hammers that one down the line, but that's going to get foul past the third baseman. No balls, 1 strike with 1 down. As the rain seem to have stopped here. Got a bit of a sprinkle for a couple of seconds, but glad that the rain is going to hold off. So we might be able to finish this nice night of softball and cap off a great day of action here in St. Augustine. As that ball is fouled hard off of the netting and over to the first baseman for the Fighting Knights, Monique Potvin, who hit that 2-run blast in the prior half inning of work to give the Fighting Knights a 2-1 lead. Going to be an 0-2 hole here for Ashlyn Mickler. 0-2 pitch on the way as that ball is fouled. A little check swing foul there as an off-speed pitch came into Mickler. Nice job of her to kind of just check her swing, get the bat on the ball to fight another play. Look for something that she can get behind and drive as she has runners in. She has a runner in scoring position with 1 down. Pitch on the way as that ball is hammered yet again down the third base line. Almost a nice play by the Queens head coach, who's coaching third base right now. Couldn't get a hold of that one. 0-2 count yet again here for the second baseman for the Royals. 0-2 pitch, that's hammered up the middle. Great snag as the throws on to third, and not going to get a double play, but a great play to cut down the runner heading to third. That's a great play by Erin Sporn, the right-handed pitcher, who's a sophomore here for the second out of the inning. Got runners on first and second here as the left fielder, Jarala Patton, steps up to the plate. Going to go down in the books as a 1-5 putout. Runners on first and second with 2 outs as Patton steps up and watches a first pitch strike on the inner half of the plate. Oh, 0-1 pitch on the way here from Sporn. As that ball is smashed high, and that's going to hang up in the air as the right fielder comes on and makes a play to retire the side.
Good job, ladies!
A hit and an error. 2 women stranded on base here for the Royals, as that is all we have for the second inning of action here in St. Augustine. 2-1 ball game as we back in just a second for the top half of the third inning. And we are back for the top of the third. Coming up for the Fighting Knights is going to be Scalia, Torres, and Dominguez. Leading off the inning is going to be the center fielder, Taylor Scala. In her first at bat, she had that little pop out to the third baseman. 2-1 ball game here as we get the third inning going. First pitch is going to end up high for ball one. One 2-0 count as there's another high pitch. It appears that the Flagler men just walked off the game to split their opening day doubleheader here in St. Augustine. Fantastic win for the Flagler men as Scala watches the third ball of her at bat. 3 balls, no strikes here in the top of the third inning as that is called a strike on the inner half of the plate. 3-1 count here to the Fighting Knights center fielder. McPherson with the 3-1 pitch. That ball is fouled back to the backstop. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Count is full.
You got this. Nobody better than you, kid. Come on. Come on, Drew.
McPherson with the payoff pitch. The ball is fouled over to down the third base side, and nice catch made by the Fighting Knights, or not the Fighting Knights, the Royals head coach there, snagging that with one hand off of the netting, tossing it back into play. 3-2 pitch on the way here in St. Augustine, Florida. The ball is fouled down and into the shin guards of the catcher for the Queen's University Royals, Jordan Hunt. 3-2 pitch. We got no outs here in the top of the third inning. 3-2 pitch here to Scala. She fouls that one back to the backstop yet again, putting up a pretty good fight here in the first at bat of the third inning.
Stay in there, bud.
3 balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch to Scala swung on and missed. Strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning here for the Queen's University Royals. Coming up here for the Fighting Knights is going to be Destiny Torres. She was hit by a pitch in her first at bat. Pitch here to Torres is called strike on the outer half of the plate. No balls, 1 strike, and here's the pitch. Foul back to the backstop. Quick 0-2 hole for the shortstop for the Fighting Knights, Destiny Torres. Nice job by Aaron Sporn to get out ahead. Not Aaron Sporn, my mistake. Kristen McPherson, the pitcher for the Royals. 0-2 pitch on the way. That ball is hammered into left field, and that's going to be a wall ball. Could be extra bases as Torres stands up with a stand-up double. Going to be a 2-bag hit there for Destiny Torres.
Now batting, designated player number 10, Janelle Dominguez.
Janelle Dominguez stepping up to the right-handed batter's box here as she has a runner in scoring position in the top of the third. And that ball is hit high and into foul territory, hitting off of the light post here right above the first base dugout. No balls and 1 strike here as the pitch comes in from McPherson. As that is fouled back off of the catcher's mask and to the backstop. Another 0-2 hole for a Fighting Knights batter. Didn't matter for Destiny Torres in the previous at bat as she hammered a double off of the left field wall for her first hit of the game. Payoff pitch here from McPherson is going to be high and outside for ball 1. Close pitch, just barely low, as there's going to be 2 balls and 2 strikes as the count gets back to even here for pitcher Kristen McPherson. 2-2 pitch is going to be just outside as the count is now full. Dominguez back into the batter's box, awaiting the payoff pitch from McPherson. As that ball is hammered back up the middle, going to be caught by the center fielder going to her left. Nice play by her to get that ball into third, stopping the advance of the runner from second. 2 down here in the top of the third as Bailey Fernandez steps up to the plate. Fernandez is 1 for 1 on the day with a single. That ball is hit high and deep into left field. Play should be made, and that is going to do it here for the top of the third inning. No runs on 1 hit as we look for the bottom half of the third inning momentarily. And we are back with the bottom half of the third inning. Coming up here for the Royals going to be Cassidy Staley, the 2-hole hitter, followed by Haley Nelson and Jordan Hunt as she follows off that first pitch. I mean, 0-1 count here in St. Augustine. Fantastic fans in the stands just gave me a pair of hand warmers here. It's been a little cold. The hands are getting a bit chilly. Big shout out to the fans here in St. Augustine as the 0-1 pitch is delivered and a hard hit ball is going to get through the 5-6 hole past the outstretched shortstop's hands. And that's going to be an error, throwing error coming in from the right fielder. Got past the second baseman for the Fighting Knights. Number 22, Kaylee Swerdick, misplayed that hop, and that allowed the runner, Staley, to get to advance to second base. Runner in scoring position with no outs as Haley Nelson steps up to the plate. She's 0 for 1 on the day.
Player number 16, Haley Nelson.
Pitch is hit. Going to be a little flare into center field. Nice play from the center fielder, Taylor Scala, to come in and make that catch. One down here in the bottom of the third inning.
The catcher, number 17, Jordan Hunt.
Stepping up to the plate is going to be the catcher, number 17, Jordan Hunt. She is 0 for 1 on does not have a recorded bat. She reached on an error in the second inning as that pitch misses low and inside for ball 1. Pitch on the way as that ball is hit into foul ground. Got a couple Fighting Knights going after, but none could get to the ball. Going to be a 1-1 count. Back to even here for the Royals. One pitch on the way. Is that fouled right back to the backstop? One-two pitch on the way here from scoring as that ball is hammered down third base line and foul. One-two pitch on the way as that's going to miss on the outer half. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 down in the bottom of the third. The Royals have a runner in scoring position off of that single and advance on an error. Two pitch on the way, fouled back into the mitt and caught. That is going to be a strikeout swinging as there are now 2 outs in the bottom of the third.
Third baseman, number 42, Jordan Thompson.
Third baseman Jordan Thompson coming up to the dish. She's 1 for 3 on the day, she's 0 for 1 on the day as she hammers a first pitch breaking ball foul down the first base side.
Let's go!
No balls, 1 strike, 2 down. Pitch is hammered again down the first base side and into the Flagler Saints baseball home bullpen. Quick 0-2 hole here for Thompson, the right-handed hitting third baseman for the Queen. The ball is hit up the middle to the shortstop. Nice play charging in for Destiny Torres, and that will retire the side for the third inning. 1 hit, 1 error, no runs scored. We have a 2-1 ball game after 3 whole innings. Be back in just a second with the top of the 4th. And we are back for the top of the fourth. One 1-0 pitch called a strike there. Evens the count up at 1 ball and 1 strike. One pitch misses on the outer half of the plate to the third baseman, Brittany Davis. Davis is 0 for 1 on the day. She had that sacrifice bunt that moved the runner over to second. 2-1 pitch on the way, and she hammers that one. That ball is hit high and deep and fair, and it is gone. A solo shot here in the top of the fourth to extend the lead for the Lynn University Fighting Knights to 3-1. She got an absolute hold of that one and drove it just over the left field foul post. Great way to start off the inning for the Fighting Knights.
Baseman number 22, Carly Swider.
Second baseman Carly Swider steps in to the plate. She's 0 for 1 on the day. And she fouls that one back over the netting here and into the bushes behind the press box in beautiful St. Augustine, Florida. Rain has seemed to stop here as we have an explosive offensive output from the Lynn University Fighting Knights as Swider watches the second strike of the at-bat. She's in a quick 0-2 hole here with no outs in the top of the fourth inning. 0-2 pitch swung on and missed for the strikeout. First out of the inning. Nice bounce back from Kristen McPherson, who just let up that solo shot to Brittany Davis. Coming up to bat is the right-handed batting Monique Potvin as she watches strike one. In her first at-bat, Potvin hit a 2-run bomb just about in the same exact spot that Brittany Davis just hit her solo shot that gave the Fighting Knights a 2-1 lead as she watches a ball on the inner half of the plate. Count is now even, 1 ball and 1 strike. 1-1 pitch is going to miss on the outer half of the plate. 2 balls and 1 strike with 1 down in the top of the fourth inning. 2-1 pitch on the way. That ball is hit high, and there could be a play made if it stayed in. And oh no! Oh, that potentially could have been an out there. However, the first baseman for the Queens University Royals, Haley Hamel, tripped up while she was attempting to make the catch, giving the second life here to Potvin. Pitch high and out of play. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Potvin. 1 down in the top of the fourth inning. Damage has already been done on that Brittany Davis solo shot to lead off the inning. 2-2 pitch on the way. That ball is hit high and deep, and this one's going to hang up there. Left fielder is going to make the play for the second out of the inning.
Hey, way to get on it!
2 down in the top of the fourth.
Now batting, the left fielder, number 15, Morgan Simpson.
Morgan Simpson steps up to the plate. She's 0 for 1 on the day, with 2 down in the top of the fourth inning. She watches a first pitch ball missed low and away. Ball is swung on and fouled back to the backstop, even up the count here with 1 ball and 1 strike. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 down here as that ball is hit high and into center field. Second baseman calling for it, and she makes the catch to end the inning. Top of the 4th is done with. Brittany Davis does some damage with a solo shot. Got a 3-1 ball game as the Lynn University Knights have the lead going into the bottom half of the 4th inning. And we are back here for the bottom of the 4th inning. We have a 3-1 ball game as we have a pitching change here for Lynn. Josie Sumter comes in to pitch. Designated player Janelle Dominguez comes in to catch. First pitch strike here for the new pitcher, Sumter.
Is this cold stuff way down? It'll get cold down.
The 1 pitch on the way here is that is going to be high and back to the backstop as it bounced off the catcher's glove. Haley Hamel, the first baseman for the Royals, is up to bat. She is 0 for 0 on the day. Reached on a walk in her first appearance. 1-1 pitch on the way here, as that's going to miss high as well. Count goes to 2 balls and 1 strike. Two balls, 1 strike, and here's the pitch, and that's going to miss pretty much everything. Just a bit outside. 3 balls and 1 strike. You have a blanket. 3 balls, 1 strike, as that's hammered back up the middle. That's going to be a single there to lead off the inning for the Royals, as Hamel gets her first hit of the day.
Now batting the shortstop, number 10, Kayla Smith.
Kayla Smith steps into the box. She's 0 for 1 on the day. This is going to be a pinch runner. Number 15, Chloe Linton, comes in to run for Hamel, the first baseman.
Pinch running for the Royals, number 15, Chloe Linton.
First pitch is going to be called strike high and inside, but a great location there to jam the right-handed hitting for shortstop for the Royals. Oh, back pick there. No play to be made, but a nice throw there. Pop and throw from the new catcher. Ball misses low. 2 balls, 1 strike is the count. We have no outs here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Runner on first for Kayla Smith, the right-handed hitting shortstop for the Royals. It's going to miss and inflate the count to 3 balls and 1 strike. Hitters count here for the Royals shortstop. The 3-1 pitch from Sumter is going to drop in for a strike, and we're going to have a full count with no outs in the bottom of the 4th inning. The 3-2 pitch on the way, swung on and missed, and a huge strikeout there for Sumter. She gets the first out of the inning for the Fighting Knights. Kaylee De Jesus, the right fielder, steps into the box for the Royals with a runner on first. Pitch, ground ball to third base, snagged on a hop, throw over to second for 1, and no play at first as they get the lead runner.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 32, Ashlyn Mickler.
Ashlyn Mickler, the second baseman, steps up to the box with 2 down. She watches the first pitch that's high and outside. Another back pick to first, not going to be in time to get the runner. One ball, no strikes here as that ball's hit up the middle, and that is going to get past the outstretched arms of the second baseman, Kaylee Swider, and end up in center field for a single. Now there are runners in on first and second for the leadoff batter for the Royals, Jarala Patton.
Now batting, the left fielder, number 00, Jerlia Patton.
Patton is 0 for 1 on the day, but she did reach on a walk and score a run after she stole second base. The slap hitting lefty has struggled to make solid contact. However, she could put her team back into this ball game with a runner in scoring position with 2 down in the bottom of the 4th inning. Here's the 1-0 pitch from Sumter as that is fouled off to the batter, the on-deck circle, and sent back into play here. One ball, 1 strike, 2 down here in the bottom of the 4th as a bunt is shown and pulled back. Going to be ball 2. Count's going to go up to 2-1.
I heard it's really warm in there. Watch my hands like Chase Payne. I don't blame you. In hot water. I don't blame you.
Here's the pitch, and that ball is swung on and missed. We got 2s across the board, 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs in the bottom of the 4th. We got a runner on second and first for the Queens University Royals as they look to come back from this 3-1 deficit. Here's the payoff pitch, misses just outside, gets the count full, but they may, oh, that was a very close play as the catcher for Lynn University, Janelle Dominguez, tried to back pick and threw an absolute laser back to second base and nearly got the runner there. Payoff pitch on the way is that misses high and inside, and that's going to load the bases up for number 7, the center fielder, Cassidy Staley, as we're going to get a conference on the mound. Action looks to resume here in St. Augustine. We have a 3-1 ball game. Fighting Knights have scored 3 runs on 2 home runs, one by Brittany Davis and the other one by Monique Potvin. But the Queens Royals can look to tie this game up with the bases loaded, as that is a called strike for the first strike of the at-bat. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Staley. It's going to be in the dirt and low. Count is now even with 1 ball and 1 strike. Staley is 1 for 2 on the day with a strikeout and a single. She waits the 1-1 pitch, and she swings on that one, hits it back up the middle. A great sliding stop, and what a play by second baseman Carly Swider, as she made a sliding stop and had the wherewithal to step on the bag while still on the ground to retire the side and get her pitcher, Josie Sumter, out of an absolute jam there. Game remains 3-1, as that will do it for the 4th inning. Be back in just a second with the top of the 5th live in St. Augustine, Florida. And we are back. We have a 3-1 ball game in the top of the 5th inning. Leading off for Lynn is going to be the right fielder, number 1, Ariana Galeto. She's 0 for 1 as she lays down a bunt back to the pitcher, McPherson. Nice throw on to first, and that will get the first out of the inning. Back to the top of the order. Center fielder Taylor Scala steps up to the plate. She's 0 for 2 on the day thus far. There's a pitch from McPherson, as that's going to miss high for ball 1. Here's the pitch, and that's going to catch the inside corner, getting the count back to even 1 ball and 1 strike to the leadoff center fielder for the Fighting Knights, Taylor Scala. There's a pitch and a ground ball over to shortstop. Going to be a close play at first, but a nice hard throw from the shortstop for the Royals. Gets Scala out at first. 2 down here in the top of the 5th inning as McPherson, the pitcher for the Knights, for the Royals, looks for a 1-2-3 inning.
Now batting the shortstop, number 28, Destiny Torres.
Destiny Torres steps up to the plate. She's 1 for 1 and was also hit by a pitch. She hit that double in her last at bat as she watches strike 1 on the outside corner. A 1 pitch to the shortstop. She rips that one down the line and foul as that ball ends up behind the tarp in left field. Left fielder for the Queens University Royals, Jarrella Patton, doing a nice job there, squeezing behind the tarp that's pressed up against the fence out in left and grabbed that ball. No balls, 2 strikes with 2 down in the top of the 5th for the shortstop for the Fighting Knights as she watches a ball skip through on the outer half. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That ball is hammered up the middle. That's going to be a single. Great job by Torres to turn on that one for her 2nd hit of the ball game as the Fighting Knights have a runner on first with 2 down. Stepping up to the plate is going to be the new catcher, Janelle Dominguez. She started out the game as the designated player. Now she's catching. Oh, 1 pitch is good. Oh, there's a throw down to second and a nice slide, but an even better play by the catcher Jordan Hunt and the shortstop Kayla Smith to tag out Destiny Torres as she tried to swipe second. Ends the 5th inning. We have ends the top of the 5th inning. We have a 3-1 ball game here still in St. Augustine. Back in just a second with the bottom of the 5th. And we are back here in St. Augustine for the bottom of the 5th inning. Coming up for the Queens University Royals is going to be designated hitter Haley Nelson, followed by catcher Jordan Hunt, and in the 3 hole is going to be Jordan Thompson, the 3rd baseman. Still on the mound here for the Fighting Knights is going to be Josie Sumter, who came in relief of Erin Sporn.
For Queens, designated player number 16, Haley Nelson.
Nelson is 0 for 2 on the day with a ground out to the shortstop as well as a fly out to center field as she watches strike 1 from Sumter. Oh, 1 pitch on the way here as that is grounded back up the middle, but a nice play by Sumter and a throw on to first retires Nelson for the first out of the inning. The sophomore is now 0 for 3 on the day, but a great play by Josie Sumter fielding her position, gets Nelson out with ease. Goes down the scorebacks as a 1-3 put out. Jordan Hunt steps into the box here. She reached in the second inning on an error as she watches strike one here from Sumter, who seems to have gotten into a bit of a rhythm to start off this inning. Nice first pitch breaking ball for her. Hunt in her last at bat struck out swinging as well. 0-1 pitch on the way. It's going to be called strike, high and inside. Great location there from Sumter as the catcher for the Royals falls into a quick 0-2 hole. Here's the 0-2 pitch to Hunt. It's going to be low and outside for ball one. Count's going to be 1 ball and 2 strikes with 1 down in the bottom of the 5th inning. 1-2 pitch on the way. That's going to be in the dirt as well. Count's going to be even now at 2 balls and 2 strikes. We have a 3-1 ball game as the Royals look to come back, as they're only down 2-2 pitch on the way here from Sumter. That ball is fouled back to the backstop. The count remains at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Payoff pitch here from Sumter. Is swung on and hit, and that's a little flare. That's going to get down and by the diving left fielder. There's going to be extra bases as Sumter stands up. The nice stand-up double to give the Royals a runner in scoring position with 1 out in the bottom of the 5th inning. Nice attempt there from the Fighting Knights left fielder Morgan Simpson. However, that dive allowed the runner to advance to second. Stepping into the box is going to be number 42, the third baseman Jordan Thompson. Thompson watches a first pitch strike on the outer half of the plate. Thompson's 0 for 2 on the day.
Now batting third baseman number 42, Jordan Thompson.
Here's the pitch. That ball is hit to the second baseman. She stays with it but throws it away, and that's going to be a run for the Royals. An absolute catastrophe there for the Fighting Knights. A routine play and a very short throw from Carly Swardick gets by the first baseman Monique Potvin and allows the runner from second to score. Going to go down in the books as an E for Jordan Thompson.
Number 19, Haley Hamiel.
Had a runner on first for Haley Hamiel, the first baseman for the Royals. She just watched a first pitch ball from Josie Sumter. One 0 pitch on the way. That's going to get in for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike with 1 down in this bottom of the 5th inning, as this ball game has just gotten a bit closer. Scores now 3-2 with the Fighting Knights still in the lead. 1-1 pitch on the way. Check swing, but that's going to bounce and allow the runner to advance to second, as that one skipped up and off of the catcher for the Fighting Knights, Janelle Dominguez. Going to go down in the books as a passed ball, leading to the advance of the runner. 2 balls, 1 strike here. Emil fouls that one off to the backstop. Count's going to be even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Looks like we're going to get a pinch runner for the third baseman, Jordan Thompson.
Pinch running for the Royals, number 3, Adriana Wilson.
Adriana Wilson's going to come in and will now be at second base, pinch running for Thompson. Got a 3-1 count here with 1 down in the bottom of the 5th. You know, that ball, the count actually is 2 balls and 2 strikes. Umpire just corrected the scoreboard official. That ball is hit to the shortstop. Nice play by Torres over to first for the second out of the inning. Torres with a very smart play there, held it on for a second, looked back the runner back to second base and delivered an absolute, she has an extremely strong arm and fired that ball over to first base. We have 2 down in the bottom of the 5th inning. Kayla Smith, the shortstop for the Royals, watched ball 1 there, bounce into the plate. 1 ball, no strikes. And here's the pitch, and that's going to miss low as well. Back pick there, and that's going to be to no avail as the runner gets back to second safely. Pitch to Smith is grounded to Torres at short, and that took a bad hop and got by her. They're going to they're holding the runner from third as Smith is going to advance to second. We're going to have 2 outs here with runners on second and third for number 6, Kaylee De Jesus. It's going to go down the books as an E6. That took a tough hop there for Torres as it skipped by her. Look, 2 down here in the bottom of the 5th. And the 0-0 pitch from Sumter is going to be high and inside for a ball. De Jesus is 0 for 2 on the day. She reached on an error in her first appearance, and then had that 5-4 put out as that ball kind of squirts by the catcher, but no advance from the runner at third. Two-0 pitch here to De Jesus, and that's going to miss and inflate the count to 3 balls and no strikes. There is an open base at first if they choose to use it, as that's going to be a 4-pitch walk. Bases are now juiced for Ashlyn Mickler, the second baseman for the Royals. We are going to have a pitching change here in St. Augustine as number 23, Faith Miller, a right-handed pitcher, comes into the game for Josie Sumter, who will be responsible for the runners on first, second, and third base. And we are back. Faith Miller on the hill now for the Fighting Knights. 2 down with the bases juiced for the Royals' second baseman Ashlyn Mickler. The sophomore is 1 for 2 on the day with a single. First pitch is going to miss outside for ball 1. Here's the 1-0 pitch to Mickler as that ball is hit to Torres at short. Torres charging in, makes a throw over to retire the side. Faith Miller comes in and does her job, gets Mickler to roll over to the shortstop, and that will do it for the 5th inning. We have a 3-2 ball game here in St. Augustine as the Fighting Knights retain a 3-2 lead over the Queen's University Royals. We'll be back in just a second with the 6th inning. And we are back. Top of the 6th inning, about to get underway. Kristen McPherson still on the mound here for the Royals as she misses with the first pitch.
Designated player number 10, Janelle Dominguez.
Janelle Dominguez, who is catching for the Fighting Knights, is up to bat here to lead off the inning, followed by Bailey Fernandez and Brittany Davis. She fouls that one back to the backstop. Count's going to be even here at 1 ball and 1 strike. One-0 pitch is hammered into the gap. That ball is out of here, off of the scoreboard. That is a Mondo blast from the Fighting Knights catcher, their 3rd home run of the day. That went careening off of the scoreboard in left center. And that gives the Fighting Knights a 4-2 lead here in the top of the 6th inning. We're going to have a pitching change here for the Royals. That will do it for Kristen McPherson on the mound. The designated player, Haley Nelson, is now going to enter the game as a pitcher. Haley Nelson is now on the hill for the Royals. We'll be back in just a second with some more Flagler Invitational softball. And we resume action here as Bailey Fernandez steps up to the plate. First pitch from Haley Nelson is a strike. Count's going to be 0-1. 0-1 pitch on the way is going to bounce into the plate. Count is now going to be even with 1 ball and 1 strike. Fernandez is 1 for 2 on the day with a single. In her last plate appearance, she flew out to the left fielder. 1-1 pitch on the way. As that ball is hammered, turned on, and back to the wall. That's going to bounce off the wall. Fernandez sending it to second. She's going to get tagged out. A costly decision there from the Lynn University designated hitter, as she definitely should not have tried to advance there. Nice play by the center fielder for Queens University, Cassidy Staley, to get that ball into second and gun down the runner. Got 1 down here in the top of the 6th inning as Brittany Davis heads to the plate. She hit a home run earlier in the game. She watches a low pitch for ball 1. One-0 pitch on the way, as that's going to miss high and be ball 2. Two-0 pitch on the way. That's going to be hammered right back up the middle, and that's going to get down for a single. Nearly took the pitcher's head off there, as that's going to go down in the books as a line drive single. 1 down here in the top of the 6th. Got a runner on first for Carly Swidick. Swidick is 0 for 1 with a sacrifice as well, as that pitch catches the outside corner of the plate for strike 1. Rain resumes here in St. Augustine, not coming down too hard, as the 0-1 pitch is a called strike. Now the count's going to be 0-2. Swidick in an early hole with 1 down in the top of the 6th inning. Payoff pitch here from Nelson is grounded to third base, and the third baseman with an error there, costly error from Jordan Thompson, allows runners on first and second for the Fighting Knights. Monique Potvin steps up to the plate. She is 1 for 2 on the day with that 2-run blast in the 2nd inning. Here's the pitch from Nelson. Is going to be low for ball 1. One-0 pitch to Potvin. It's going to be hammered up the middle, and that's going to get down for a single. Bases are now juiced with 1 out. Morgan Simpson steps up to the plate here. Simpson is 0 for 2 on the day, but can change her entire outing here with a hit. Fighting Knights already up 2 runs, but can expand that here with 1 out and the bases loaded. Pitch from Nelson. It's going to be swung on and fouled back to the backstop. Count will be 0-1. No balls, 1 strike to the left fielder for the Fighting Knights as she watches ball 1. Count will be even. One pitch is swung on and drilled back to the pitcher. Throw home, gets the runner. It's going to go down as a fielder's choice, and a good break there on a great pitch from Haley Nelson that got the left fielder for the Fighting Knights to dribble one back to the pitcher, and no run was scored there. Pitch is going to be high for a ball as the rain starts to pick up here as the right fielder Ariana Galeto steps into the box awaiting the 1-0 pitch from Haley Nelson. The slapper watches another ball low. Two-0 count here, and ball 3. Nelson is in danger of walking in a run here as there's a 3-0 count to the 9-hole hitter for the Lynn University Fighting Knights. .30 pitch on the way, and that is going to be ball 4 as Nelson walks in a runner, expanding the Fighting Knights lead to 3 runs.
The center fielder, number 2, Taylor Scala.
Taylor Scala steps up to the dish. She's 0 for 3 on the day, but has a golden opportunity here with 2 down in the top of the 6th inning. The rain's definitely starting to pick up here in St. Augustine. The 1-0 pitch is going to be outside for ball 2. .20 pitch is going to get in there for strike 1. The count is now 2 balls and 1 strike to the center fielder for the Fighting Knights, Taylor Scala. She hammers that one down the line and foul, nearly taking off her teammate Monique Potovin's head at third base. Twos across the board here in the bottom of the top of the 6th inning. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and there's a ground ball to the second baseman, and there's going to be a throw on to first, and that will retire the side. Damage was already done in the top of the 6th for the Lynn University Fighting Knights as they expand their lead. We have a 5-2 ball game as rain begins to downpour here in not so sunny St. Augustine, Florida. This is Jordan Fauci, student broadcaster here for the Flagler Saints and the Peach Belt Conference. Thank you for tuning in. We are back here. Quick delay. Had to move all of the broadcasting equipment out from the rain and into the press box. Haley Nelson is up to bat as she watches a first pitch ball. It's going to be a 1-0 count here with the one down in the bottom of the 6th inning. 1-0 pitch on the way. It's going to be a called strike. Count is now even at 1 ball and 1 strike. Jarella Patton walked while we were away and stole second, as y'all could obviously see on the stream. 1-1 pitch on the way. Gonna be in the dirt for ball 2. Nelson has walked 3 times today as she watches ball 3 that missed low and inside. .3-1 pitch here from Faith Miller. It's going to be grounded over to third. Nice diving stop from the third baseman. Throw over to first is in time, but Jarella Patton is able to advance. Great stop there from the Fighting Knights third baseman, Brittany Davis. Got 2 down here in the bottom of the 6th.
Now batting number 17, the catcher, Jordan Hunt.
Jordan Hunt up at the dish as she watches first pitch strike on the inner half of the plate. Oh, 1 pitch on the way here to Hunt, as that's going to be in the dirt and even up the count here with 1 ball and 1 strike. One pitch on the way as that is hammered back up the middle, back, and that ball is gone. A huge 2-run shot there from Jordan Hunt makes this a 5-4 ball game as the Queens University Royals make this a 1-run ball game in the bottom of the 6th inning.
The third baseman, number 42, Jordan Thompson.
The third baseman, Jordan Thompson, steps up to the dish today. We got 2 down here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Huge 2-run shot there from Jordan Hunt brings us to a 1-run ball game. Thompson is 0 for 3 on the day, but she did reach on an error as she watches ball 2 in the dirt. .2-0 pitch on the way. It's going to bounce in for ball 3. Hitters count here for the right-handed batting third baseman for the Royals as she watches a strike on the inner half of the plate. Three-run pitch on the way. That's going to bounce in and be ball 4 as Thompson draws a 2-out walk. Stepping up to the plate is going to be the first baseman, Hamil.
How about it? First baseman, number 19, Haley Hamil.
Hamil is 1 for 2 on the day and can come up huge for the Royals with a nice 2-out rally here. First pitch swinging, and that is back and going to be a wall ball. It could be extra bases. They're sending the runner from third. Throw is in time, and she is tagged out to retire the side. A great throw, relay throw from the shortstop into home plate to get the runner there, as on that wall ball would be extra base hit. Game remains a 1-run ball game as the Fighting Knights come back up in the top of the 7th inning.
Leading off for the Lynn, the shortstop, number 28, Destiny.
And we are back here in St. Augustine for the top of the 7th. The Fighting Knights have a 1-run lead as they look to expand on it. Torres, Dominguez, and Fernandez due up in the top half of the 7th inning. Got a 1-0 count here to Torres, who is 2 for 2 on the day. She watches a strike. Evens up the count here at 1 ball and 1 strike. One pitch on the way. Gonna miss just low and outside. Count will be 2 balls and 1 strike to the Fighting Knights shortstop. Pitch is going to be low and in the dirt. 3-1 count for the Fighting Knights leadoff batter. Three-one pitch here from Nelson. Fouled back to the backstop. Count is loaded up. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Torres with a double and a single, as well as a stolen base so far in the game. Payoff pitch on the way from Nelson. It's going to be high and outside, ball 4. Leadoff batter on for the Fighting Knights as Dominguez steps up to the plate.
The designated player, number 10, Janelle Dominguez.
This girl hit a bomb.
She shows bunt and swings anyway. Runner takes off from first and is thrown out on a great pick from the Royals shortstop. Kayla Smith with a great pick and a tag to catch Destiny Torres stealing there. 0-1 pitch is called a ball. Got one down here in the top of the 7th inning. 1-run ball game here still in St. Augustine. Pitch from Nelson, high shot, deep back to the wall. And that ball is gone. Another home run here for the Fighting Knights. The second home run of the day for Dominguez as she piles on another run here for the Fighting Knights. They expand their lead to 2 runs.
Now batting, the catcher, number 6, Bailey Fernandez.
Bailey Fernandez steps up to the dish here for the Fighting Knights. 1 down and 1 run scored already here. Pitch to Fernandez, and that ball is hit high up to the left field wall, and a nice play made by left fielder for the Royals, Jarella Patton, retired with the second out of the inning.
How about it? The third baseman, number 30, Brittany Davis.
Coming up to the dish for the Fighting Knights is Brittany Davis. She watches a first pitch ball that just misses low. Davis is 3 for 3 on the day with an RBI and a home run. 2 runs scored as well. She watches that pitch high and outside from the pitcher Nelson. .2-0 pitch on the way here, and that's going to bounce in the dirt for ball 3. Hitters count here for the power hitting right-handed batter. She watches ball 4 miss high as she takes off for first base. 4-pitch walk there for Nelson, who has struggled as of late, giving up 3 runs in the last 2 innings. Second baseman Kaylee Swerdick steps up into the box here for the Fighting Knights as that first pitch strike from Nelson is called. No balls, 1 strike, and here's the pitch. Gonna miss low there, even up the count here at 1 ball and 1 strike. The second baseman for the Knights is 0 for 2 on the day. She did have that sacrifice bunt earlier in the game. However, is also struck out once and reached on an error. 2-1 pitch on the way. As that skips past the catcher, and the runner from first is going to advance. Going to go down the books as a passed ball. .3-1 pitch on the way, as that's going to go in the dirt as well for the second straight walk for Royals pitcher Haley Nelson.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 7, Monique Potvin.
First baseman Potvin steps up to the dish. She's already hit a home run today as she watches a first pitch strike there from the pitcher Nelson. Potvin's 2 for 3 on the day with that aforementioned 2-run shot in the second inning. She turns on one and hits it right to center field, and a great play made by the Royals center fielder. A leaping catch as she careened off into that center field wall. Cassidy Staley with a run-saving catch there that ended the 7th inning. It is bottom of the 7th here in St. Augustine.
Number 10, Kayla Smith.
Shortstop Kayla Smith watches strike one on a nice off-speed pitch there from the pitcher Faith Miller. The Royals need 2 runs here to come back as that ball is hit high into foul ground on the first base side. Nice running play made by second baseman Carly Swerdick for the first out of this 7th inning.
We still have the same pitcher?
It's 23. She pitching.
It's still 23.
Now batting, third right fielder, number 6, Kaylee DeJesus.
Kaylee DeJesus steps up to the dish here for the Queens here as she watches strike one. She's 0 for 2 on the day. She reached on an error as well. So that ball's hit, little flare over to the second baseman as the second out of the inning is retired. Royals down to their final out as they trail 2 runs. Second baseman Ashlyn Mickler steps up to the dish.
The second baseman, number 32, Ashlyn Mickler.
Mickler's 1 for 3 on the day as she swings underneath that first pitch strike. She also reached on a fielder's choice.
Okay, so my...
0-1 pitch here to Mickler. Beautiful breaking ball dropped in there for a strike. Mickler finds herself in an 0-2 hole with 2 down in the bottom of the 7th inning.
Queens has never had a lead ever, so she'll be the and the winner will be this 23.
The ball is fouled back to the backstop. Replay of the 0-2 count here.
They never lost the lead, so yeah.
0-2 pitch here to Mickler. It's going to be high and outside for ball 1. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 down in the bottom of the 7th. The pitch is going to be high. Got 2s all across the board now. 2 balls, 2 strikes to the Royals second baseman. Miller comes set and the pitch. It's going to be fouled down the first base line and out of play. Two pitch on the way here. That ball is fouled up and out of play. Both sides searching for a replacement ball here. The ball's just going to be sent back into play, back to Miller on the, well, in the circle. Two balls, 2 strikes here. That ball's hammered up the middle. That's going to be a single as Mickler does her job and turns the lineup sheet over. Runner on first for the left-handed hitting left fielder, Jarella Patton. Patton's walked 3 times today. She shows bunt and pulls it back for the first ball of the at-bat. One-0 pitch on the way to Patton. Gonna miss outside. 2 balls and no strikes with 2 down in the bottom of the 7th inning. Gonna have a conference on the mound here from Dominguez and pitcher Faith Miller as they look to retire the side and end this ball game for Lynn University's 2nd win of this young season. Pitch bunts laid down and foul. 2 balls, 1 strike to the leadoff batter for the Royals. Pitch is on the way, swung on and hit back to the pitcher. Miller scoots over to third, close play, and that is going to be an infield single there for Jarella Patton on a very close play. Now we got runners at first and second here as Cassidy Staley steps up to the dish in a huge spot. We're going to have a pitching change here for the Fighting Knights.
Number 4. Yeah, she's not.
And we are back. First pitch to Cassie Staley. Called strike on the outer half of the plate. Game could flip on its head here as Staley watches the 1-0-1 pitch go high and outside. Count's going to be 1 ball, 1 strike. Runners on first and second here for the Royals as they're down 2 runs in the bottom of the 7th inning.
Thank you so much.
Staley swings and misses through that one. Count's going to be 1 ball, 2 strikes as the Royals are down to their last strike of the ball game. Pitch misses on the outer half. 2 balls, 2 strikes. We got 2s all across the board. Payoff pitch here. That ball's hit high into center field. Should do it here, and that will do it. 6-4 victory from the Fighting Knights. Home runs galore for their offense as they put up 6 in their 2nd win of the season. Queens University falls to 1-3. The doubleheader coming at you. Game should start right around 8 p.m. where Lynn University faces off against the home Flagler Saints. Thank you for tuning in. This is Jordan Fauci, student broadcaster, signing off.
Next game of the Flagler Invitational.